Hi, and welcome to today's daily reading, which is for the 19th of August. It's kind of redo on this one because I was disturbed by a squirrel who was under the tarpaulin munching on my strawberries, so I had to run and save them. Anyway, so this will be a second reading of this reading from Each Day a New Beginning, Daily Meditations for Women. And it starts with a quote from Barbara Grizzuti Harrison. To have a crisis and act upon it is one thing. To dwell in perpetual crisis is another. Exaggerating the negative element in our lives is familiar behavior for all too many of us. But this obsession is our choice. We can stop at any moment. We can decide to let go of a situation that we can't control, turn it over to God, and be free to look ahead at the possibilities for happiness. Perhaps we can learn to accept a serious situation in our lives as a special opportunity for growth, first of all, but even more as an opportunity to let God work in our lives. We learn to trust by giving over our dilemmas to God for solutions. With patience, we will see the right outcomes and we will more easily turn to God the next time. Crises will lessen in number and in gravity in direct proportion to the partnership we develop with our higher power. The stronger our dependence on that power for all answers and all directions, the greater will our comfort be in all situations. Serenity is the gift promised when we let God handle our lives. No crisis need worry us. The solution is only a prayer away. I will take action against every crisis confronting me. I will turn to God. Each crisis is an invitation to serenity. Okay, so I had my little crisis there with my squirrel. I was not very serene about it. I chased him for all he was worth, but he was under the tarpaulin, so I had to actually lift the tarpaulin, like the little greenhouse, off to let him escape. He was flapping about inside that tarpaulin when he saw me coming. Anyway, so that's my little crisis for today. And I'm now serene. In fact, I was fairly serene. I did swear at him, but it's interesting. So, are you any good at turning your crisis over to God? I understand this exaggerating the negative element in our lives being familiar behavior because it's something I used to do. Everything seemed to be negative and I would emphasize the negative. I don't know why, it just happened. Do I turn my crisis over to God? No, I tend to scream at him. scream at him for the answers, or her, or it, whatever the God of your understanding is. Maybe it's nothing, but I tend to scream and shout because I'm still not fully connected to the fact that I am God. I am this higher power. The answers are all in here. They're not out there. There's no point in yelling out there because the answers are in here. So I'm still working on that. But I do love the idea of serenity being the gift, that if we can just let it go, whatever it is that's bothering you, whatever solution you're trying to find, if you can just let it go and trust that the answer will come if you are patient. And patience isn't one of my best virtues. It is. I'm very, very patient in my work life, but in my personal life, pretty non-existent still. I still use the remedy impatience, which is for patience, or it's for impatience, and it brings patience. I use it regularly because I think that's a big part of my personality, is this, super efficient, impatient. I want it now. I want it done now. I want it done as fast as possible. Part of me. It's not all of me, but it's a part of me, and I've accepted it now. That is a part of me. So in my work life, it's, I am a very balanced, very patient person. But in my personal life, it's something I've really had to work on. So I invite you to just explore today, like whether you can give your crisis over to God, whether you do think that you have a choice, but this obsession with exaggerating a negative element in our lives is a choice. We don't know that it's a choice when we're doing it, I don't think. But when someone points it out that it is a choice and we could choose differently, we have great control over our thoughts. And mine have been running about it before. My husband said to me this morning, how are you? And I just kind of went, he went, thoughts, yeah, and I'm just, maybe I just have to give my thoughts to God and say, here, take them, because I don't want them. I don't want this trying to work everything out anymore. So that's 5 minutes is up. More than 5 minutes today, because you've got 2 readings for the price of 1. Okay, namaste, love to you all. Bye now.